Hi, guys. Hi there. Welcome. Hello, you fool. She said, hello, you fool. I love you. Come on, join the joyride. Join the joyride. Special edition. Count the silent farts. You've got to figure out and timestamp possibly when. I hesitate with the move. Such as this. I could be, you know what I mean? I could be, concentrating more over here than over there. Bam! You know what I mean? Bam! Mistakes. Mistakes were made. Catch them. Can you catch them all? Guys, I've had about 30 emotional support sandwiches over the last 7 days. Gaining weight. It's a good weight, though. It's a healthy weight. It's a sadness weight. And it is real. Been working on that one for a while there. We're having a little bit of a spot of tea here. A little cup of tea, laddie. It's pretty good, you know what I mean? One bunch of twigs and berries and stuff someone found on the ground, and they boxed it up. And my wife definitely dumb enough to buy it, you know what I mean? So here we are. Twig berry tea. Fridays, we're having specialty. This tea probably cost somebody 0 cents to make. I'm having bug and twig tea for dinner. It is awesome. Oh, I feel a wee bit of a fart coming on. I've been having pineapple, pamplemousse, strawberries, raspberries, watermelon, guava melon, green melon, orange melon, cantaloupe, deli lope. What is that other one called? Cantaloupe. There's another one there. Honeydew melon. I actually had some of that. What else I have? Another can of pineapple earlier. Today we got these yellow nectarines over there. And tricolor variety pack of tomatoes. I barely made it through that one. I did, though. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. Tonight's emotional sports sandwiches are brought to you by the wife. She picked up some brioche buns. These are obviously brioche buns. There's 6 of them, so I'll use all 6. And then I'll stack in between a couple of everything bagels. And then I'll follow it up with a couple whole lemons and a whole onion. It's going to be epic. Tune in for my sandwich of champions. If you would like to make any sandwiches that I talk about on the stream, you must be bad chip. You know what I'm saying? Guys heard about the Duffer Brothers? Oh, they're in a bit of... I think they got a lot of money, don't they? Do they actually care? So the Duffer Brothers are basically talking to ChatGPT, other people are saying. I never heard about it, so I heard. Coincidentally, the other day I was like, hey, I couldn't figure out the ending or even any of Stranger Things if my life depended on it. I was just trying to figure out, like, where in the world, like, okay, everything's already, you've already had everything happen before, right? When you talk about influence, or you say, you can't be me, stop trying, it's kind of silly to say, because everybody is already, we are all influenced by somebody else. You look at what AI is actually using. It's other people's content, just dragging like nips of it. You know what I mean? So, how do I word this? Like, certain Viking images are from animated books that never really got any, like, they're royalty free type of thing. So, what I'm saying is that it's pulling from data sources, right? And those sources are actually other people, right? So when you say technically there is nothing is and never will be somebody's original thought, unless that person grows up in a cave from birth with wolves. Do you understand? With octopi, with acorns, with eagles, and everything else in between, but not humans. The person can never have human contact, because all we do is we look for influence. We look to idolize, model ourselves after, mentor by someone. You know what I mean? You feel me? When I thought about this, when I had this epiphany today, when I was able to do my mastery that is thinking, I came across that thought. And it bothered me, it scares me, and it makes me realize that we need each other, right? And that there is no, and it is true, mimicry is a form of flattery, right? When you mimic someone, it's a flattery to do so, right? They could pick anybody, but they chose you, right? Now, I don't agree with envy and idolizing, but let's say somebody's a good man, or you want to be like somebody because they are a good person, and that's where you kind of leave it. That's a pretty good, fair statement, right? Isn't it? I think so. All right, guys, what do you think? We should spin this one?
You just want to put this back with the container?
Yeah, sure.